The best fried chicken in Texas. Brody's Country Fried Chicken. Texas born, Texas raised. A chicken joint with 35 years of service to our community. Thanks to our loyal customers and social media followers. Come try the best gizzards in Texas, the best tenders in Texas, and the best chicken in Texas. Call us at 830-773-9189. 830-773-9189. Don't forget, we have curbside service and delivery by DoorDash. Or find us on Facebook, Brody's Chicken. RODEES Chicken. Like us on Facebook.
The best fried chicken in Texas.
Brody's Country Fried Chicken.
That Metal Interview.
And we have a very special guest on this episode of That Metal Interview podcast with myself, James, your host. And I thank you sincerely for your support, for subscribing, for sharing, for ringing the bell, for notifications on our YouTube channel and our socials. So thank you. 1 million. Thank you guys and girls. Anyway, so we have a very special guest this week by the name of Taina Bergamaschi. I might have pronounced that last name wrong, so I'll just refer to her as Taina. And thank you, Taina. I'm sorry about the mispronunciation if it's wrong. And thank you for spending time with us on our show. Thank you for being a guest, and thank you to the CRYPTA offices. Thank you to Napalm Records, and thank you for spending time with us and give us an insight on the band and your background, Taina. Thank you. So, for those of you that are not aware or you're not sure of who these people are, who these bands are, CRYPTA came out of Nervosa sometime last year, 2020, and they left. Fernanda Lira and Luana D'Ameto left Nervosa to form CRYPTA. As they formed CRYPTA, they recruited Sonia Anubis of Cobra Spell and Burning Witches member, of course, Sonia Anubis, who's been on our show before. A big shout out to her, and shout out to her guitar partner, Sebastian Silva, who also was on our show. And so they also, CRYPTA recruited Sonia and Taina as their guitar players for CRYPTA, and that forms CRYPTA. So their single is coming out April 7th. If you're listening to this podcast after or during April 7th, that means you have already heard the new CRYPTA single and their video. So lucky you. I'm still in the past, sometime before April 7th. I have not seen the video or heard any of their music, as a bunch of us fans have not. So, and we all patiently wait for CRYPTA's brand new material. First things we're gonna hear from Fernanda and Luana after the departure from Nervosa. So we're all excited here, us thrash fans and death metal fans in general. So anyways, I'll keep this short, man. Taina is our guest. She's the guitar player for CRYPTA, and she'll fill us in on her background and the making of CRYPTA's record and this and that. So we hope you guys enjoy it. So here you go, Taina of CRYPTA. Enjoy. For the people that don't know, Taina, where are you from? Are you from Brazil, or where exactly are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil, and I was born and live in a city called Barbacena in the state of Minas Gerais.
How did you start playing guitar, and at what age did you start playing guitar, and what was the first song you learned on the guitar?
I remember it was watching some Iron Maiden videos. I was delighted with the bands that Adrian Smith made on the guitar, so I wanted to do that, I got my first guitar at 12. At 14, I started playing in a band. And I think the first song I learned to play completely was True Struggle by Isel and I.
What did you feel when you got the phone call to join Crypta, or did they contact you through email, or how was that encounter? Did you contact them, or did they find you, or how did that work out?
Yeah, I contacted Fernanda first. They didn't know me, and I was curious to see if they already had a guitarist in the new secret death metal project they were announcing. So Fernanda answered me, started talking to me, and I said that I play guitar. I was interested in applying if they didn't have a guitarist yet, and they were looking for a second guitarist for the band yet, so lucky me. So after they saw some videos of me playing, they sent some riffs so I could play, record a video and send them back. So after that we had a video call where we could talk all over and get to know each other better. And a few hours later, Fernanda sent me a message saying that I joined the band, so that was pretty awesome.
Talk to us about your music career before Crypta, and what were you doing before you got the call from Crypta, before you got hired as a member of Crypta? Where were you before this?
Yeah, I've played in a few bands before. I started with a thrash metal band, then I had a symphonic metal band and a folk metal band, Hagbar, which was the last one before I joined Crypta. And I was playing with a friend, but not as a band. I would do a show with him because his band was just him, no one else. But to play live, you need others, you know. So we had a rehearsal and the pandemic situation started, so it was a little difficult to continue. That was January 2020. It's a doom metal band. It's called Ruins of Purgatory. Yeah, maybe I'll still play some shows with him again when things get back to normal.
Did you already know the girls, Fernanda, Luana, or Sonia, your band members, before Crypta? Had you already met them somewhere, or maybe knew them through, you might have known them through social media, or did you know any of the girls before Crypta?
Not in person. I followed Luana and Fernanda's work at Nervosa, and Sonia I knew through her YouTube channel.
How was it working with Thiago Vaca, the producer? How was it? Talk to us about how that experience was, and what is he like?
Yeah, Thiago has a taste very similar to ours in music, and when recording my solos, he helped me a lot. When it came to setting up the guitars, he knew exactly what we wanted, so we easily managed to get to the sound we planned for the album.
Talk to us about the writing process for this long-awaited first Crypta album. Was it already written when you joined the band, or you joined and then everyone pitched in ideas together, or how did that work out?
Yeah, in January of this year, we went to the studio to record the songs. It was the first time that we all met in person, actually, but the songs were already done with all the guitar lines, solos, and vocals, bass, drums. But we didn't use anything recorded at home. We only had demos, and of each song, everything was recorded in the studio. So the entire composition actually of the album was done at distance. We recorded at home and shared it on the Google Drive, you know. So sometimes we sang some ideas of riffs and drums and recorded them properly.
Can you give us an exclusive on the new album? What's the title? How many tracks? Can you give us some song titles? And maybe can you send us your first single for our radio show, J-Rock's Metal Zone?
We can't say anything yet, but all that information is being shared little by little on our socials, and I can only say that our first single is only a short while away.
What is your favorite song from the new Crypta album?
Yeah, I can't say the name yet, but it's the track number 2 and the bonus track.
Now here's a strange question, or maybe not. You know, Does it bother you when fans compare Crypta to Nervosa, as a lot of people will do, of course, because I mean, half of Crypta used to be with Nervosa. That is Fernanda and Luana, of course. So that's just a natural thing, probably. How do you feel, or does it bother you when fans compare the two bands?
Yeah, it's quite normal for people to do this since Fernanda and Luana left Nervosa and have a new band together. It's the same thing when comparing Bruce Dickinson to Iron Maiden yet, so... But sometimes there are some unnecessary comments and it makes it look like we are rivals or enemies, something, I don't know, like if there was some kind of competition, there is no competition, like there is nothing like that. And I believe that we are still going to run to each other in a festival, and I would be very happy to be able to see their show actually.
What bands does Taina listen to? What do you listen to on your off time? What's on your playlist? What do you listen to?
I've been listening a lot to black metal stuff lately. Bands like Waitin, Mayhem, Emperor, Migwa, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, like MGLA, Mistfire, which is a Brazilian band. In general, I listen a lot to Gojira, Mirko, Rodin Christ, Woods of Vipers that I like a lot, King Diamond, of course. But I tend to hear a lot outside of metal, so like Nordic or indigenous songs, folk songs, like Wadrona, Garmana, Mirko, and her last work, Scald, etc. Things like that.
Would you like to send a message to the Crypta fans, your present and future Crypta fans that await and have heard, I believe, by the time this comes out? Any message you would like to send to your fanatics, the Taina fanatics and the Crypta fanatics?
Thank you so much to those who followed this interview. I hope it won't be long before we meet on stage, so take care.
Well, thank you for making time, Taina. Thank you. Thank you for spending some time and answering a couple of questions from us, your fans, your Crypta fans, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the road soon in the U.S., in the United States and around the world. So good luck and keep kicking butt, and we await the new Crypta. Thank you, Taina.
Yeah, of course. We hope that very soon we can play in the United States, and I thank you for the interview, for the conversation. That was pretty nice. Thank you.
And there you had it, an exclusive on Crypta, an update, should I say, from Taina Bergamaschi, great talent from Brazil, a great young talent, great guitar player, as you will see. And if you listen to this podcast after April 7th, as you have seen her talent, of course, very, very fluid guitar player, along with Sonia. So we all await the new Crypta anyway. So there you had it, an exclusive on the Crypta stuff. Thank you to Napalm Records. Thank you to Fernanda for hooking us up, and thank you to Luana, of course, and Sonia, and all the girls in Crypta. We hope to see you guys on the road, and don't forget to subscribe to our website. Don't forget to check out our radio show, jrocksmetalzone.com. Thank you for sharing and ringing the bell on our YouTube page. Thank you for supporting our socials on Spotify, Facebook, and all that stuff. You know what's up. So from myself, James, thank you. And we got some more interviews coming up. We got we have Mr. Jeff Plate, our next guest for our show. If you don't know who Jeff Plate is, he is the drummer for Sabotage Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and his new project and band, Alta Rain, REIGN, Alta Rain, and he will talk about that. So that's one of our future, one of many of our future interviews. So thank you guys for looking into our list of guests and our interviews and for our podcast, that metal interview. So thank you guys, and keep rocking, and don't forget to keep it metal.
That That metal interview.